So this is second problem on the resultant of the concurrent force system. So the problem statement is the concurrent force system, which consists three forces. One is F1 300 Newton, F2 500 Newton, and F3 600 Newton is shown in the figure. So basically these concurrent forces, they are acting on a wall bracket. So this is a bracket which is mounted on the wall. Okay. So it is fixed to the wall. And this is the point where all the forces are acting. So we can take this point as O. So from point O, this is x-axis and this is the y-axis. So we have to find out the resultant, the angle of resultant, and the quadrant, or we can say the location of the resultant. So first step is we have to resolve the forces. So you can resolve the forces on the given diagram, or you can draw one separate diagram. So take this point as a point of concurrency or origin. So this is the y-axis. This is x-axis. This is force F1, that is equal to 300 Newton. This is second force, which is equal to 500 Newton. And this is F3, that is equal to 600 Newton. Okay. And this is the meeting point or the point of concurrency. So when we resolve the force, you can resolve the force at any point along the line of action. You can resolve all the forces at this point where all the forces are acting. But if you resolve the forces at this point, all the components, that is component of 300 Newton, 500 Newton, and 600 Newton, they will overlap. Okay. So just resolve the force at another point. So select one point, draw horizontal line parallel to x-axis, draw vertical line parallel to y-axis. So this total angle with respect to x-axis, it is equal to this angle. Okay. Now here angle for 300 Newton is not directly given. Okay. So what is given? The dimensions of the triangle along the line of action is given. Okay. So here this is 12 degree and this is 5 degree and this is 13 degree. So this is basically a right angle triangle. This is 12 and this is 5. Okay. So from this we can find out the angle theta for the first force. So theta we can write as tan theta. It is equal to opposite side divided by the adjacent side. So theta will be tan inverse 12 upon 5. So it is 67.38. So this is angle 67.38. So x component will be 300 cos 67.38. Y component, it is equal to 300 sin 67.38. Similarly, resolve the 500 Newton. So select a point on the line of action, draw horizontal line, draw vertical line. So this angle is nothing but this angle and it is given 30 degree. So this is also 30 degree. So x component here, it is equal to 500 cos 30 and y component, it is equal to 500 sin 30. Then for 600, this is 45 degree. So 600 we can resolve at this point. So draw one horizontal line parallel to x-axis. Suppose this is negative x direction, sorry, negative y direction. So draw vertical line parallel to y-axis, that is the negative y-axis. So this angle will be 45 degree. So x component is 600 cos 45, and this is 600 sin 45. Okay. So we have resolved the forces. Now second step is write summation fx. So summation fx, consider all x component. So first is 300 cos 67. So 300 cos 67.38. This is positive along the positive x direction, plus 500 cos 30, and again plus 600 cos 45. Okay, so you can get the answer by using calculator, and then summation fy, this is equal to, first y component is 300 sin 67.38, second is 500 sin 30, and third is 600 sin 45, but it is directed towards the negative y direction, so it is minus 600 sin 45. Okay, so this is the summation fx and summation fy. So summation fx is 972.66 Newton. As the answer is positive, that means its direction is positive x direction. Summation fy, it is 102.65 Newton, and answer is positive, that means it is directed towards the positive y direction. So from this, we can find out the resultant. R is equal to, this is square root summation fx square plus summation fy square. Okay, so this value is it is 978.0625 Newton. Now we have to locate the resultant. So from these directions, we can say resultant will lie in the first quadrant. So draw the first quadrant, show the resultant. This angle is theta. X component is summation fx, that is nothing but rx. Y component is summation fy, which is nothing but the ry. Okay, so theta, that is the angle of resultant, it is tan inverse summation fy divided by summation fx. Okay, so theta is equal to 6.025 degree, and this is with respect to x-axis. Okay, so last step is we have to represent the resultant. So R is equal to 978.0625 Newton, and quadrant is first. So this is the representation, this is theta. Okay, so this is your final answer. Okay, so this is the third problem on the resultant. The statement is the resultant of four forces F1, F2, F3 and F4 is R is equal to 800 Newton as shown in the figure. Find the unknown fourth force F4. So here resultant answer is given, that is equal to 800 Newton, and it is given in the problem that system consists four forces. F1 to F4. Okay, so out of these four forces, three forces are shown in the figure. F1 is given, which is 500 Newton. F2 is given 300 Newton. F3 is given 400 Newton. Okay, but we don't know the value of the F4 force and also its angle with respect to x-axis or y-axis. Okay, so we have to find out force F4, that is its magnitude, and angle of the F4, that is a theta 4, with respect to x-axis or y-axis, and resultant is also given, that is a 800 Newton. So to solve this problem, first step is resolve the forces. So resolve F1, F2 and F3. So basically the given system of forces is so this is F1, which is equal to 500 Newton. Then second force is F3, that is equal to 300 Newton. Then this is F3, sorry, this is F2, this is F3, 400 Newton. This is 45 degree, this is 30 degree, and this is 30 degree. So this is system of forces, and the net effect is nothing but the resultant system. So this is the resultant system. Here R is equal to 800 Newton and this angle is 50 degree. That means if you replace this system of four forces, you will get the resultant system like this, where R is 800 Newton. It will act in the fourth quadrant at an angle 50 degree with respect to x-axis. Okay. So in this system, F1, F2 and F3, these three forces are known, but we don't know what is the location of the unknown force F4 and also its angle. Okay. So let us assume that force lies in the first quadrant. Okay. So this is just an assumption. We don't know exact location. So assume the unknown force lies in the first quadrant. So this is the F4 and this is the angle of the unknown force, that is a theta 4. Okay. Now remaining procedure is same for the concurrent force system. We have to resolve each and every force. Okay. So start from the F1. So you can select any point on this line of action. Now just observe the direction of this arrow. Okay, and depending on this direction, show the components. So direction of this arrow, it is directed towards the origin. So when we draw the x component, this is the direction of x component and this is the direction for the y component. Okay, here angle 30 degree, it is given with respect to y axis. Okay, so this is 30 degree, so this will be 30 degree. These are the alternate angles. Okay, so x component, this is F1, that is 500 sine 30, and y component will be 500 cos 30. Then F2, select one point, draw vertical line parallel to y axis, draw horizontal line parallel to x axis. This is 30 degree, so this will be same 30 degree. So x component will be 300 cos 30 and y component will be 300 sine 30. Okay, then resolve the 400 Newton. So select one point on the line of action. Now observe the direction, it is directed towards the origin. So this is the x component and this will be the y component. So this angle is 45 degree, so this angle will be 45 degree. These are the alternate angles. Okay, so x component is equal to 400 cos 45 and y component will be 400 sine 45. Okay, and then resolve the F4 force, which is the unknown force. So you can select one point on the line of action, draw x and y component, and f4 cos theta 4, and this is f4 sin theta 4. Okay, so now take summation fx. So summation fx means take all x components. So first is 500 sin 30 on the negative x side, so it is minus 500 sin 30. Next is 300 cos 30, again it is negative, so minus 300 cos 30. Then next is 400 cos 45 towards positive x, so plus 400 cos 45. And last, that is the unknown force f4, it is towards positive x side, so plus f4 cos theta 4. This is the summation fx. Then summation fy, this is equal to 500 cos 30, it is towards negative y direction, so minus 500 cos 30. Then 300 sin 30 positive y, so plus 300 sin 30. Next is 400 sin 45, again it is positive, so plus 400 sin 45, and plus the y component of unknown force, so which is f4 sin theta 4. Okay, now concentrate on the resultant system. So for the resultant system, R is given 800 Newton, it is acting at 50 degree. So resolve the 800 Newton. So this is x component of resultant and this is y component of resultant. Okay, so what is x component of resultant? It is Rx. So Rx is equal to 800 cos 50, and Ry it is equal to 800 sin 50. Okay, so this is Ry. So we can write here Rx is equal to 800 cos 50. Ry is equal to, now Ry it is directed towards negative y direction, so minus 800 sin 50. Okay, so we know Rx is nothing but the summation fx, we have already studied, and Ry is nothing but summation fy. Okay, so equate this value 800 cos 50 to this equation, that is equation of summation fx, and equate minus 800 sin 50 to the second equation, that is a summation fy. Okay, so just put this value 800 cos 45, so equate this, this is 800 cos 50, and second summation fy, this is minus 800 sin 50. Okay, so by using calculator solve this, find out this total summation and get the value of f4 cos theta 4. So f4 cos theta 4, this is equal to, okay, so your answer is f4 cos theta 4 is 741, f4 sin theta 4 is minus 612.66.55. So this minus 612 means what? It is 612.6655 Newton. It is in the negative y direction, because f4 sin theta 4 is nothing but the y component of f4, and f4 cos theta 4 it is the x component of f4. Okay, so we can write here, this is f4 x and this is f4 y. Okay, So now we have to find out the value of force F4. Okay, so how you can find out value of force F4? So you can find out the value of force F4. So this is equal to square root F4x square plus F4y square. So basically F4 will be resultant of these two components. Okay, so take the square root F4x square plus F4y square. So you will get the answer for F4. So it is 741.1949 square. So F4 value is 961.62 Newton. Okay, and what is the quadrant of the force F4? So we can decide the quadrant by using the sign of x component and sign of the y component. So F4x, it is a positive, that means it is directed towards positive x direction. F4y is negative, it is directed towards the negative y direction. So actually F4 force, it will lie in the fourth quadrant. So this is the actual location of the force F4. Okay, and its angle we can find out, theta 4, it is equal to tan inverse y component divided by x component for the F4 force. So it is 612.66 divided by 741.19. Okay, so we will get the theta 4 angle. So our assumption is wrong. We have already assumed force F4 is lying in the first quadrant, but by the sign of x component and the y component, actually force F4 lies in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so this is your final answer, theta 4, and F4 is 961.